So then I guess, and I don't know if I've ever even asked you this, but do you have a job at this point outside of doing sneakers anymore, or is this still your full-time thing?
I went full time February 18th of 2022 was my last day working for my corporate job. So I had
Huh?
actually got a job after I kind of took on this craft. I was really taking it on as a hobby. So
Yeah.
as I was honing in that skill and even starting to offer services, it was just not one of those things that I had enough business at the time that I could be full time. So I ended up getting a remote job working for a staffing firm. So I was working in their accounting division, but I ended up quitting that job February 18th of 2022.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like honestly, on mine, it's cool to hear because like that's always, and like we don't give a lot of people insight to the business side of this, but like
Mhm.
obviously that's always been the goal is like full time. And like we talk about that shit all the time of like, man, imagine the amount of stuff we do within 3 hours a day for 7 days a week or whatever we do right now. It's like, imagine if we just
Mhm.
had 40 hours a week to
And
do
not
this shit.
having to
Like
do
it,
your hobby on your free time. You know what I mean? Like that's another big thing.
yeah,
So you're working 40 hours a week plus the commute if you are commuting, but you're working 40 hours a
yeah,
week plus you're wanting to chase a hobby. So you can't even really call that free time because that's still grinding. You're still, you're still putting in time and effort and working towards something. So really you're pulling
yeah,
10, 11-hour days when you're doing that. And I think that was a big thing with me I always felt like I'll never know how far I can take it until I just like release myself time wise from just not having to like
yeah.
report in and do shit. I'm sorry, I don't know if I can swear. Um,
Go for it.
fuck. But yeah, I just don't know. That was a big thing for me was the time and knowing that and just knowing how much time it was taking me. When I was working remote, I got that remote job because I was like, wow, this is perfect. I can work on my craft and I can kind of kill two birds with one stone. I have insurance and I get a steady check every month. I can do my stuff on the side. That is not how it worked at all. It was such a demanding job that I was working. I
Yeah,
mean, like, dude, I was pulling 10, 11, sometimes even 12-hour days and then working like, we'll get into
yeah,
it obviously with kind of my first couple of big projects, but like there were times where I was pulling all-nighters because I couldn't take off work and I couldn't, not get the work done. So I had to just string everything together.
yeah.
It was crazy.
And like from I think my most dreaded feeling I deal with right now is when I get home after work and I think I'm kind of like at a good spot, and then I check our socials calendar to see what's supposed to go out, and I forgot that I have a short that's supposed to be released that day
Mm-hmm.
for whatever, and then it's like I get home like fuck, and I just sit
Yeah.
down and I just start doing it, and it's like an hour and a half later I'm like so.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
you,
I
man.
think I'm honestly I'm taking February off for making shorts because like 5 of those a week for since like last May.
That's crazy.
I'm kind of burned,
Yeah, I believe it.
but one day. Oh man, imagine the day where we're all doing this all the time.
Yeah.
It'll be here. It'll be here
Um,
before you know it.
yeah.